Hey everyone, this is Robert Mack with Irvine Real Estate Link, your link to the information that you need to make the right decisions. So today I want to talk to you guys about for sale by owners and specifically 5 reasons why a for sale by owner needs the help of an agent to sell their home for the highest net possible. Remember what I just said, highest net possible. Now the statistics show that nearly 90% of for sale by owners who try to sell their home on their own will end up listing with an agent to sell their property within anywhere between 1 to 6 months. Now, those are the statistics nationwide. I want to stretch myself and say that in Irvine, it's probably 95 or 96% of for sale by owners who try to list their property will eventually list with an agent to help them achieve their goals. Now, I made a note of 5 reasons why I believe that for sale by owners need the help of an agent. Now, I also want to start this post by saying that I'm not saying you can't sell your own home. You know, I believe that most homes that are sold for sale by owner are when you're dealing with the next door neighbor where you already have a relationship, or maybe it's a family member or a friend, and you don't need the help of an agent to market your property. You already have the buyer in mind. You just need somebody to help you with the paperwork. And I've done that before. I've actually helped a client of mine who was renting a property from somebody else buy that property, and I did all the paperwork for a lower commission. So that does happen. That was technically a for sale by owner because they didn't have to market the property and find a buyer. But if you don't have a buyer in mind and you want to list your property and market it and find a buyer that you don't know about yet, 96% of the time, you're going to be unsuccessful. And that's not me, that's just the national and local statistics. And these are just the facts. So I came up with 5 reasons why I believe it's more beneficial to you as a for sale by owner to list your property with an agent rather than sell it on your own. And I know what a lot of people are thinking right now. You're an agent, you just want to sell our home, you just want to make money. And I'm going to get that feedback and criticism, and I'm sure I'll get a lot of emails saying you just want to make money. And that's fine, but this is the truth, and this is based on my experience in the past working with for sale by owners, because I do work with a lot of for sale by owners now, and I'm working with them, providing them with information they need to help them and help them sell their home on their own. However, the reality is they probably won't be able to achieve their goals, and they'll end up coming to me because I was there supporting them and I wanted to earn their business. So if you're a for sale by owner and you're convinced that you're going to sell your home on your own and you need help and you need guidance and you need paperwork and advice and things like that, you can always reach out to us. We'll help you as much as we can. I love educating people, and if we can help you sell your home, fantastic. But if you can't sell your home on your own, we would love the opportunity to help you market, find the right buyer, negotiate the best price, and ultimately sell your home for the highest net. So without further ado, let me talk about the 5 reasons why I think for sale by owners need our help. Number 1, more exposure. When you work with an agent, you're going to get more exposure, whether that's videos on the internet, whether that's buyers coming in, the MLS, the agent will list your property, put it in the MLS, and that's what syndicates to all the different third-party websites. They're going to do high-quality photos, brochures, word of mouth showing in the office. They're going to email blast all their network of buyers. So you're going to get more exposure working with an agent rather than just trying to sell your home on your own. Second, you're earning your own commissions. Now, this is one of my favorite ones because a lot of for sale by owners say, I don't want to pay the commission, I want to save it. I'll just sell my home on my own. Now, I wrote here, sellers feel that they will save money when they sell their own home and not work with a realtor, but they fail to realize that the amount of work required to market their home, find the right buyer, negotiate the right terms, and ultimately sell their home will take a lot of their time. And that's really the big point, is you're not saving your commissions, you're really earning your own commissions. You're playing the role of the realtor and you're stepping into the shoes of a realtor, and now you get to go through what they have to go through. So you're not saving your commission, you're earning it. Third, you may spend more money than you save. There are a lot of forms and contracts and agreements and disclosures and title reports and escrow procedures, and there are so many things that go on in an escrow in a sale of a home that you may not be familiar with the process. You may not have the experience that's necessary to sell your own home, and you may miss something on the contract. Maybe the buyer is asking for something specific and you don't catch it because you're not trained to catch it, and you may end up having to pay more for that transaction than you'd actually be saving. And that happens a lot. I've had for sale by owners come to me and say, you know what, the buyer asked for a certain number of repairs, I didn't catch it, I was forced to make so many $1,000s worth of repairs in escrow, I wish I would have just used an agent. So that's a big one. You may miss something on the contract that's going to cost you more than you're going to save. Number 4, you will most likely have to pay a buyer's agent anyway. Now, without going into too much detail, when a listing agent lists a property for sale, they'll negotiate a certain price for commission. They'll take that commission, they'll split it in half. Half of it will go to the agent who brings the buyer, the other half will go to the listing agent who earns that commission for selling your property. Most buyers, 95% of buyers right now are working with an agent. Why? Because it's completely free to use an agent when you're a buyer because the seller pays the commission. So if you expect buyer's agents to bring their buyers to your home, then you need to also expect to pay them their portion of the commission. So if your total commission is, let's say, 5% for listing your property, 2.5% or 3% will have to go to the buyer's agent, and the other is the part that you're actually earning, not saving. So in the end, you're going to still have to pay a commission if you want the buyer's agent's support. If you don't want the buyer's agent support and you want to just sell on your own and you want to find your own buyer, you're basically cutting off all forms of life and you're just hoping that somebody's going to come up with an agent and buy your home, which is statistically highly unlikely. And the last one, you may get lower offers because buyers know that you're saving money on the commission and they want a piece of the action. The reality is buyers are savvy right now. They know what's going on. They know a for sale by owner is not paying the commission for the realtor. So if you're getting a great deal, guess what? They're going to want a great deal too. And two people can't save the same commission. So if you're looking to get an offer at a price that you want from a buyer who's working with not working with an agent, you may want to think again. Because the reality is if a buyer knows that you're saving money on the commission, they're going to want a piece of that pie. They're going to want a better savings. So what's going to happen is ultimately you're going to get a lower offer than what you want because the buyer knows that you're saving the commission. Ultimately, the offer, the amount that you'll net from that sale because of the lower offer will probably be the same as if an agent were to help you. The only difference is you went through all the paperwork on your own, you marketed your own home, you risked missing important areas and aspects on the contract where it could cost you money. You earned all that commission, and in the end, you net the same amount of money. So that's my message for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're a for sale by owner, like I said, more power to you. If you want to try and sell your own home, if you want our help to get started, we offer complimentary services to for sale by owners. If you need help getting started, if you need help with paperwork, if you want advice, we'd love to educate you with hopes that we can earn your future business if you're unsuccessful. And if you know anybody out there who's looking to sell their own home, please share this video with them. I love to educate people. The more people that watch these videos, the happier I am. And leave some comments, feedback below. I'd love to hear what you guys think. I'm sure I'll get a lot of negative comments on this because a lot of for sale by owners typically don't like realtors, which I get. It's okay. And as always, check out my website, irvinerealestatelink.com, for so many great buyers and sellers resources. And I'll talk to you soon.